This is the only people that will be able to check this out. Let's get it.
What more do you want from me?
As this room fill up, be sure to hit the like, share, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on with it. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Appreciate each and every last one of you all. The grind for your mind. This football, Cowboys should take advantage of this. Versus Browns, come on. Stand tall or not at all. Cowboy Nation, y'all know the message. Let's get it. Come on.
Ready, run from it. Destiny to run, all the same.
But now, come on with it. I am. Come on with it. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hey, oh, let go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone, man, that's watching this. Shout out to the Rewind gang and everybody. Appreciate you guys. What's up? What's up? Sin City, appreciate you. Larry, Slick 81 says Law Nation never played football. Shout out to him. You guys be sure to find and follow him. You know, Slick, appreciate you though. There's an Antron, appreciate you so much for jumping in. Whoever else we have here, appreciate y'all. I believe Dak on Filthy, appreciate you, man. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. All right, so with that being said, the Dallas Cowboys heading into this, they got to take advantage of it. It's feast or famine. And we've seen reports all together collectively that these particular things happen to everybody. And that's injuries. And the world will chew you up and spit you out. Let me say this again. The world will chew you up and spit you up. That's just how it goes. So when Parsons is out there and they are down a person over there on, dare I say, the Brown side of it, you just got to take advantages of the situation. All right, so here's the injury report. It states that Jedrick, I think that's how you say that man's name. Willis is out. Jedrick, I believe that's how you really say it. Jordan Hicks, he's questionable. Dalvin Thomason, he's questionable. Quentin Jefferson, he's questionable. And Jack Conklin. I really don't pay a close attention to these type of things because I get it, right? You want to try to figure out a way to put that question mark up there so when you reviewing tape, you're sitting there saying, yeah, this is a veteran guy. I need to figure out whether or not, will he be able to do it or will this guy be able to do it? That's where we at right now. So I really don't pay close attention to it. But G. Derrick, that's out, he wasn't really, a world beater even when he was in. So now it's going to be even more of an element of surprise when you really think about it. But how you guys feel on a scale of 1 to 10 on our defensive front versus their front five? How do y'all feel on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the highest. If you feel like, hey, man, I'm very comfortable with my defensive front on the ability to win against their front five, let me know. Brandy says 9. Ice Cold says he give him a 10. Joe's mama, shout out to you, gave an 8. Pittman gives around a 7. I see y'all. So those are things that we got to take advantage of it, man. At the end of the day, there's money on the ground. You got to pick it up. Come on. You got to pick it up, okay? So that's what we're looking at. I'm looking at any small things to get us over the hump. 7.564. I see you, fam. I see you. So when we start talking about this, let me go to this right here. Let me read some of these things right here. It states John Machota says the Cowboys left guard Tyler Smith on Dak Prescott. That's my brother. A lot of people have a lot of opinions about people and what they think of how things are. But one thing I know is a reality and a fact is we're here grinding every day. The man leaves the building and then he goes on to more and more details of everything. Here's my thoughts on it. I haven't heard nor seen a single player that either played with Dak Prescott or close to the notion of being around Dak Prescott count him out as much as the Shea McCoys, of course, of the worlds, the Stephen A. Smiths and George Taylor to a degree, the talking heads, basically. And they already lamented that in the past that they only do these things for rankings and ratings or what have you. How come is it that everybody pretty much likes Dak Prescott? But there are a whole bunch of people that's in the chat that can't stand the man. Can somebody break that down for me? Because this is supposed to be feast or famine, and we're supposed to be able to take advantages of these situations. Because now we are hearing that even a guy by the name of Amari Cooper, he's speaking glowingly of Dak Prescott. So I need to figure this out, ladies and gentlemen, like what's going on with this, because at the end of the day, these are guys who either play with Dak Prescott or former players that played in the league with Dak Prescott admire him. They talk glowingly of Dak Prescott. So I need to figure that out, man, while I pull up this clip. Give me 1 second here. It's almost there, and we almost there. Here we go. Here we go right here. So here we go. Let me see if I can find this out.
This is a
cluster commercial right
full of browsers who aren't buying.
Come on with it.
MailChimp uses.
There we go.
Skills has.
See if I can say it.
One of the things you'll notice about being around Dak is he's a great leader.
Let me know if y'all can hear audio.
That's one of his best traits. It's one of the traits that everybody notices about him right off the rip. And his tenacity, his will to win. You could be down like 21 points.
Well, you guys it's probably sound muffled because Amari Cooper got that. He don't really speak into the mic as much as we want him to, but y'all can hear it. Let's listen.
Fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, and Dak, you look at his eyes, you hear the tone of his voice. He still thinks that there's a chance to win, which it is. But that's what I like most about him. As far as how he plays, he's another guy who's gotten better every year. Throws a beautiful ball. That's one of the things I noticed and I loved about him when I first started playing with him. He's gotten better IQ-wise at the position as far as getting the ball out quicker and sooner, understanding the position. So he's been progressing every single year. So I did play with Diggs for 2 years. We went to the same school. Have a good relationship. He's a great player. Very, very dynamic player. Has great ball skills. Has great IQ for the position. Excited for the challenge. This is why I play the game. This is what I love most about the game, to go up against the best and to challenge yourself. This is why I fell in love with the game of football. So it's going to be a great matchup for sure.
But you sat out there.
All right, so that's Amari Cooper, man, and shout out to Cowboys fan club for the clip. Be sure to check them out. So, yeah. So here's the thing. The Dallas Cowboys heading into this game, I look at it like this. Anytime you giving praises to one to another before you go into war, I don't like it, right? But I will take it from the opposing side, as long as we ain't doing it. And I know we do it, over here. When the lion is out there in the Serengeti, right? The lion is not a polite one. The lion is not a polite one. Let me say this again. The lion is not a polite one. The lion don't ask the gazelle, or the lion don't ask the zebra. The lion don't ask the hippo, may I bite the ass? No, the lion goes and attack and it bites. It put its teeth into the flesh of the animal. It's not polite. So we need to have that mindset that it's time for us to take over. That's just what it is. So at the end of the day, we going to Cleveland, Ohio. We're going to lace them up. We're going to be out there on the field. We may dap them up, but we need to have the mindset of the Lion. If the Lion really is going to be that person that's going to be able to take advantages of everything.
Get your up there, contain the damn ball. This is why we do it. Hey, too many missed tackles. Let's go.
I'm talking about Michael Parsons
too
now.
Damn soft. I just hate mistakes. Hate mistakes.
I need for us to go into this particular battle and look at the Browns as public enemy number one. I need for us to be in the mindset of this is feast time. Feast or famine. This got to be the mindset of when we go into this particular battle, this warship. Nevertheless, the Cowboys, I have the score already predicted to be 24 to about 13. I think that this particular game, we did the call-ins already, right, yesterday and the day before that. Before I go into any more detail, because I got a 17-minute clip of Jerry Jones talking. But at this time, since I'm pressed for time, we can skip all of that, right? And get right into the phone lines. The phone lines are brought to you by my bookies, and it's 657-390-7391. That's the hotline for your mind. And we're going to get into that. And happy Friday to you all. There's a game on tonight at 7 o'clock, I believe, Central Time. So I want you guys to be there. Just watching the Green Bay Packers versus the Eagles there. It's always good to watch that. Also, who saw the game last night before we open up these lines all the way? Who saw the game last night? The Ravens versus the Chiefs. Ken Hart, my dog, what's good? He says, hey, Law, I love Dak, but not current price levels. How would you feel if Jerry paid his quarterback, say $40 million a year, but also gave franchise players a small percentage of the Dallas Cowboys, like Magic Johnson? I don't think that the money is the finite issue there. We got policies and we got policies and procedures that's got to be in the way. We got guidelines, invisible guidelines, that a player cannot sign under a certain market number. A lot of people say, well, Tom Brady did it. Well, Tom Brady got at that time, his wife was making billions of dollars, and that wasn't his second contract. People fail to realize Tom Brady got top of the market on his second contract. We talking about a stretch of 30 or 20 years that he was playing. So the player should take a discount thing. That's not going to work. And out of good faith, Ken Hart, there's no tangible evidence that the Joneses will even use the money. If even they had it. They had $90 million, and they went and got, George Iloka and them. So it just – the money is not the issue. It's just when they're going to get the contract signed and when they need to get in front of the contract before everything went crazy. But neither here nor there. And I appreciate you for your super chat, Ken Hart. And I thank you, man, for taking good care of us while we was out there in Oxnard. Kansas City should have lost by 14. You watching the game tonight? Yes, Maud, I'm watching the game tonight. One of the things that I wanted to say, the score was 7-7. The Ravens had the ball. They was driving. One of the key things to change the momentum of that game, what's going to go over a lot of people's head, is this key part right here, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher Jones. Chris Jones forced a fumble. Who saw that? On what side of the field? And gave them short yardages. And they were ultimately able to move the score. I think they didn't get a touchdown off of it, but it was 10-7 then. That's why I tell y'all that it's so important that we have defense. Defense win championships. Everybody was talking about Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes, who is a phenomenal quarterback. But he wouldn't have that drive or that yardage if that fumble didn't occur. Yeah. So Jarrell says flags changed the game too. But, hey, that's part of it. We know flags coming, right? But you also still got to penetrate and make plays. But before we get these phones going, I like to pay a bill right quick, and I appreciate you guys so much. And it's the worst feeling not to pay your bills, but it's a beautiful feeling when you get a chance to pay your bills. And it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's football season, baby. All right, so this video is brought to you by my bookies. Bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. 100% match up to $1,000. That's that thou wow. You know what I mean? Plus $10 casino chips. Now, when you use promo code LawNation, we are also going to be able to double your earnings with that. So be sure and be mindful to use promo code LawNation. On top of that, loyalty pays really well over here. They got a loyalty program with my bookies, whereas the longer you in with us, the higher you grab your tiers. It's like this. The more you play, the more you win. So that's a win-win deal with my bookies. Keep in mind, when you're all around my bookies, just use promo code LawNation, and we'll take real good care of you, because this is the most wonderful time of the year. Football season. Let's get it.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
Let's go, baby. All right. I have my guy from the 702. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by my bookie. Man, talk to me, man.
What's going on, Law Nation? It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, man. How Vegas been treating you, man?
Vegas has been real good. It's been real good, man. We get ready and loaded. Get here we go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just want to touch on what you was talking about with the defense.
Yeah.
I'm a defensive guy. I went to college and played safety.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I agree with you on is that when it's time to make a play, defense has to be the one to make it.
You got
Just
to.
like you called out Chris Jones, just like when you think about Aaron Donald in the Super Bowl, just like when you think about Snead punching that ball out from Zay Flowers in the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, defense has got to be the one to make that play for us to win the game or for us to win championships.
Man, you're
So
right.
that's one thing I agree with you on. And Michael Parsons this year, he cannot have no 0-0-0 stat line. D-Law has to step his game up. The whole defense as a whole, I feel like has got to carry us this year. They're going to have to carry us.
Got to. It carried us for all of the 5 Super Bowl rings that we won. You know, you can go back to that defining moment of defense being able to stand tall.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. The only thing I'm worried about, honestly, with our offense, I love both our rookies, Cooper Beebe and Tyler Guyton. They both are monsters, so I feel like they're gonna hold their own against Garrett. The only thing is just our running backs. I know everybody kind of high on Rico, and Zeke is just power. He ain't what he used to be for sure not. And then the Dalvin pickup is cool, but he ain't got the juice like he used to either. That's the only thing I feel like is gonna be the struggle, is us trying to get our run game together.
Yeah.
But
how did you? We was all kind of like, oh Lord, off of that first drive of Ravens when you saw 22 punch it in for a tub, Derrick Henry, but it kind of subsided a little bit because we were like, okay, all right. But how do you feel about the Ravens on how they utilize their running attack versus the Chiefs?
I feel like that it needs some work, because that veer or that stretch that they're trying to do, every single time Derrick Henry got the ball, he was bumping into that left tackle or the tight end.
Right.
Or maybe just Chiefs pressure with, maybe they was just plugging the holes to perfection, but I just feel like it was real tough for him to kind of get anything going. Like with the Titans, he would have, they would stretch it mainly outside the tight end and then allow him to make the cut up the hole wherever it opened up at. you know, with Baltimore, it's that read option, so everything's a little bit more tighter. He has to hit like in that 2-hole or that 4-hole now, or instead of hitting the very outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So he didn't look as dominant. I think that, you know, what he looked like is, you know how you hear the sound of the gun, or when somebody cranked the gun up before you even shoot. That I think people were more scared of. Damn, this dude may fire off something, so we got to be mindful. So it was more of a cat and mouse type of game. It wasn't really like dominancy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean when I say that? You know?
Definitely. Chris Jones hit him in the face. Chris Jones hit him directly in the face on that 3rd and short.
Right.
And drove him right back. And that's Derrick Henry coming straight downhill. So
true.
Yeah, they gonna have to tighten up on that run game for sure. It didn't look good.
Yeah, and then one more thing before I let you go. As great as people judge Lamar Jackson and say, hey man, he's by far generationally talented. He was taking some blows, man, and not going out of bounds and lowering his shoulder. And those are things that, it's cool. I know you want to win week 1, but, you know, that's not sustainable enough. He's going to have to throw the ball better, you know.
100%. That was the one thing I posted, is that he had 2 throws, literally. I don't know if Zay Flowers moved a little bit in the back of the end zone.
Right.
But Zay Flowers standing in the back of the end zone wide open. Then you got Isaiah Likely running to the back pylon with the safety on his back. You just need to put that up there, and he's going to go get that.
Go get it,
You know what I mean? And so that's just my thing. His accuracy is just a little bit off. And then when it comes to him running at the end of the game, I agree. He wanted to beat Patrick Mahomes so bad. That's what his issue is. He wanted to win. You just wanted to win that game. But I definitely agree. He needs to slide, just like with Dak Prescott this year. Use your legs a little bit more and get down. We already know how fragile your lower body is. So definitely going to have to use his legs against Cleveland, because Myles Garrett and Za'Darius, they coming.
They coming, man. The interior banged up, but the outside, Za'Darius, he's always been a noose for us, and also, you know, Myles Garrett, you know, we'll see what we can do up against him. Appreciate you for calling in, bro. Did you give your score prediction already?
Score prediction, I said as long as we score 21, we gonna win.
10-4. Appreciate you, man. That's Tyrone from Vegas, man. Appreciate you.
Yep.
Or Tyron. Is it Tyrone or Tyrone? Shout out to you, man, from Vegas, my guy. I think I put you in as Tyron. My next caller, just hold tight. Got some news from John Machota about, you know, what Stephen Jones said from 105.3 The Fan. He says, if a contract announcement with Dak Prescott is possible, it's the next couple of days. I hope it's possible. I hope it's a possibility. We continue to have productive visits and talks. We continue to work. So it's either any day now. It's any day now. It could be sometime today. It could be sometime tomorrow. It can be the day of the game. But who's holding who hostage right now? It seems like they got most of the details already lined up, and we're going to figure that out. You know, the Dallas Cowboys, man. Boy, we know how to stretch out some news, man. All we want to be really, think about this. If we TCB, take care of business, we won't be talking about money right now, you know. And we just be talking about football and being prepared for the Browns. But we can't do that right over here. Give me 1 second here. Hold on for me. Let me play this music right here while I pick up this phone call right quick. Hold on. Y'all bear with me.
Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for real, down for line. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for real, down for line. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Mobbing with my brothers, there's no question, keep it real. Whether we East Coastin' or we in the Haven Hills. In the poppin' straps of blue faces, not the pills.
The conference has been locked.
Nation, man, you're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Hello?
Yeah, bro. What's good? Good.
All right, so it's going to be quick. I got a quick question. I ain't coming to attack nobody today. I feel pretty good, so it might be a good guy nation today.
Okay.
But can you look something up for me? Who is our starting linebackers at this moment for this game?
Oh, it's going to be Kendricks. It's going to be Miris, and then 18, Damone. Damone Clark. Yeah. That's going to be our 3 starters right there.
Okay, because I feel like this game is going to depend on those 3. That's just my personal opinion.
Okay.
And can you remind me how Terrence Steele is doing? Because I feel like personally, I feel like everybody said we have 2 rookies. To me, I feel like we have 3 because Terrence Steele didn't do the best last year, especially at the end of the game. So I feel like he's our 3rd rookie. We have 3 holes. That is my personal.
Well, Jerry Jones said today that the offensive line is the strongest strength of this team. And I look at Terrence Steele. He had a slow start last year. There's no way I can put any Kool-Aid in that glass for anyone to say, hey, man, Terrence Steele was playing pretty good. But he had a slow start. And one of the eyesores that you can look back on is the Terrence Steele versus the Eagles the first time around. Yeah, he had a terrible game, bro. He literally had a terrible game. But I would say this, though, down the stretch, he got a little bit better. You know, those sacks that occurred last year in the playoff game, that came from your boy number 70. You know, they were working Zach Martin. For some reason, Zach Martin was the one that had a kind of like, hey, what's going on this year? They were squeezing through A-gap. Tyler Biotis and stuff. They're pushing him all around.
Well, I mean, Zach Martin got to help Terrence Steele and Tyler Biotis at the same time.
Yeah, he was in a pickle.
Both ways. So of course he gonna wear down a little bit. In no disrespect, I don't take what Jerry Jones says seriously sometimes.
True.
The man just be talking out his ass sometimes just to get views. We all know this. My bad for cussing.
No, you good.
But it's true.
I mean,
it's true. Y'all know it's true.
It's true. But wait a minute, you supposed to be good guy. You supposed to be good nation today, man. You supposed to be G nation, man.
Look, I am good. I am good guy. But when you said that, it's like, I take what you say more seriously than what I take Jerry Jones say. Let me just say that's better.
Hey. He said you went back to like this dude right here, man. But I get what you're saying, man. We gonna look good. We gonna look good not tomorrow, but we're gonna look good on Sunday. We're gonna look good, bro.
The conference has been unlocked.
Appreciate you, man.
Baby. How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Appreciate you, man. That's my guy, Nation. All right, so I got $100,000, and then I thought I had Darius, but I guess it got kicked out. But $100,000 with the plan. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by my bookies. What's good with you? $100,000? $90,000?
You.
$80,000? $70,000? Okay, what?
What's good? I had you on mute on my phone.
Oh, okay. Hey, I was worried for a second. I said, man, what shoot? Shoot, I was worried, man. I had to hit the panic man over here, man. Yeah.
My bookies, man. Let's go.
Let's go with
it. Yeah. Yo, man, listen. Ain't nobody talking about how Lamar Jackson lost the game and how he had the turnover and how he couldn't get it done in the clutch. Imagine if that would have been Dak. There wouldn't have been man, he had a good game and, he showed up and showed
You know what game he had?
And he used his leg. Go ahead.
You know who game he had? We seen it for 3 weeks, man. Hey, he did have a trigger. He would trigger Lamar. He would trigger Jackson. My jigger trigger Jackson. That's who he was. Let me read it out for you. Let me read it out. He was 26 for 41. 26 for 41, 273 yards, right? The QBR of 60, you know, he had 16 carries for 122 yards. So, hey, the only thing that he didn't do was that he didn't throw INTs. You know what I'm saying?
You right.
Hey, so Trigger Jackson, baby, Trigger Jackson.
I'm looking at that game like, come on, yo, you can't complete a 5-yard pass. What is you doing?
Yeah. Somebody said Hurts Trigger Jackson. That's his whole name. Out of all of them, you know, I'm gonna give Jalen Hurts his flowers though. Shout out to him, Roll Tide. But you know, OU. But he was able to throw the ball a little bit better than Jackson though, Lamar Jackson. You know, if given the situation. Just saying, you know.
Lamar Jackson looked bad. We would have been bashing how we ain't got no discipline.
No. He's an MVP. He's an MVP.
The Ravens defense ain't got no discipline. Our line ain't got no discipline. All the penalties.
Yeah.
No, I don't hear nobody saying none of that about the Ravens. The Ravens lost that game last night.
Yeah, they did.
They lost that game last night. They could have won that football game.
Hold on. Keep talking, Rick. Keep talking. I'm gonna put myself on mute. Hold on.
It's just it ain't make no sense, man. It ain't make no sense. It came down to a toe. It shouldn't have came down to a toe, because the kicker missed the field goal. That should have won. That was points right there. And Derrick Henry, oh man, Derrick Henry was terrible. He had that one good drive and he faded down the stretch. If we would have got Derrick Henry and he would have played like that yesterday, and Zeke play like that, come on, man, y'all been burying.
All right, I'm back now. So what happened now? You talking about my guy Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry, it would have been. Listen. If Zeke come out, and we ain't gonna use Zeke in that fashion,
right?
But Derrick Henry had one good drive.
He did that one good drive.
It was done deal. It was done deal.
You know what he looked like? You know what he looked like? How you ever play like pickup basketball, and then you playing against some people like in late 40s and late 50s.
Yeah, they run out of gas.
And they be killing you, man. They be killing you, bro. They be like, man, they shooting all the shots from the wing. They do reverse layups and mid shots, just draining. But right when you get to the halfway mark, all of a sudden, them Patrick Ewing knees and everything started to sit in. That's what it looked like. It looked like that. But it could be first game. So, but he didn't look pleasing outside of that first drive, though. You're right.
He did. I throw it. I say, you know what? That first drive, I say, yo, that RPO game gonna be nasty.
Nasty.
And they doing it. I'm sitting here like, go back to it. What is you doing? And Lamar got a problem. Lamar, I don't know if he just relied too much on his legs, but if they rush, Lamar got the same problem that Dak Prescott, I think, had. I don't think he has that problem anymore. We'll see this year.
Yeah.
When you drop 7, he don't know what to do but use his legs.
Ooh, that's a good observation.
Every time, they rushed 4. What did you see Lamar Jackson do?
Yeah.
Try to extend the play and use his legs, and either he would run the majority of the time or he'd throw the football away.
Man, you know what I was thinking, though, 100? I was thinking that if we still had, Quinn, I'd be like the man that I got on my screen right now, because Lamar Jackson would eat up that Dan Quinn's type of defense 100% of the time. But I've seen that Spags, he made the necessary adjustments and got them up out of that and gave them something that he wouldn't have been able to take advantage of. So they gave him opportunity to throw it, but he didn't want to take advantage of it. You get what I'm saying?
He didn't want to take it.
Yeah.
Come on. They know. See, my play was on the Ravens.
Okay.
My play was on the Ravens. I had the keys. My play was on the Ravens. Money line. I thought the Ravens was going to come through and win the game. And I thought they was going to run Derrick Henry I thought they was going to use that RPO.
Yeah.
And it was going to open up everything else. How many times did he use his tight end in that game last night?
Oh my gosh.
Lamar.
They use old boy Andrews as an extra offensive
Blocker.
lineman, a blocker. Shoot.
That's what I'm saying.
Isaiah went off crazy, man. Likely he went out crazy though. Shoot.
So and everybody talking about the Chiefs. Come on, Mahomes' greatness. No, they had that little running twist play that got them a touchdown. I mean, that busted coverage, I don't know what happened with that busted coverage, Law. I don't know what happened with that, how he got so wide open.
Wide open, man. But Worthy is worthy, though. Worthy is worthy.
I mean,
he's worthy.
What I'm saying is,
he's worthy. I said, like, what?
But
I blame the damn Bills, man. How the Bills passed up on Worthy, man? Come on.
I wish we would have had the cojones to get him because we got a guy with speed, but he not tall like him. And when I seen that end around, I'm like, why can't we steal that play and put Turpin on that end around?
Now, how far apart is Cavante Turpin and Worthy though? How far apart?
They not.
They're the same person.
That's it. Don't he? I mean, Turpin run a 4.2, so he could do the same thing. Run him around on that. I take that same screen and do it on Sunday. If the Cowboys do that, I'll be jumping up and down.
Hey!
You can do that with him.
You ain't lying. I have a funny feeling that if we were to ever get rid of Cavante Turpin, the damn Chiefs picking up the phone just like they did with Peyton Hendershot. They gonna be like, we gonna get Cavante Turpin on our side. You know what I'm saying?
Either the Chiefs are going to get him or Miami, because Miami like speed too, or Miami going to get him. Yeah. One of those two teams is going to get him. No doubt. But I'm real confident in this game. I feel like we're going to handle business in this game.
Right.
Everybody talking about our offensive line and how we young on our offensive line and all this and that. You ain't seen our boys play. That young don't mean nothing when you got a big boy that's just going to use his strength and move people out the way. That don't. What are you going to do? And I feel like our running game is going to be better because of that.
No doubt, man.
We're
going to lock it up now, man. But I appreciate you, man.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. That's my guy, $100,000, man. He already gave me a score prediction, so I got my guy Point Dexter, Darius, and then JP, and we're gonna close it out with John. We're going to try to get this show on the way, but I appreciate it. Hold on. Make sure it's breaking news. Okay, this is older breaking news. Okay, good. All right. All right, my guy, Point Dexter, man, from the 409. Not the kind of spray that you use, but the 409. What you got, man? That 409 can clean, though, you know.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We had talked about it even last year, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Dallas can use a speed lineup. They can put what's that number one for Kansas City name?
Worthy. I forgot his first name.
Yeah, Worthy.
Xavier, I believe.
Yeah.
The Flash. Xavier the Flash Worthy.
The only difference between Worthy and Turpin is they use Worthy, and we haven't used Turpin. You know, we haven't used that speed lineup. You know, having Turpin and Cooks and CD, you know, I'm talking about putting them in the backfield, whatever. But the thing is that that's all that they do. You know, we still have a 12. Yeah, we still can go to the 12. We still can go to the 13. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But to mix in a speed lineup, you know, every now and then to keep that defense off kilter. You know,
I got this though, Point Dexter. You know, I think that sometimes the staff be so frigid and playing scared because they don't want the player to get hurt. I'm like, the time that I got so hot because Cavante Turpin, I even told him, I like, dude, you need to be utilized more. You remember that San Fran game? This dude, he took the top off the defense. I'm sitting there like, he scored the only touchdown, you know, and he had the guys beat. They had no answer to him. So they just refused. Look. They refused to use him. I'm sitting there like, man, he got speed. He did it one time, and they said, oh, well, we're going to keep this. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got separation and everything. I just think that we play scared.
You see the versatility.
Yeah.
But you see the versatility that we can have. You know, you're using CD and Turpin in the backfield. You're using them in the flats. You're using them taking the top off the defense. There's so many things you can do with having that type of speed on the field. Yeah. But, excuse me, I'm still looking for them to win by at least 2 scores on Sunday. I'm thinking they're going to get to the upside of 30 points. I still believe that what we did last year is going to carry on to this year, especially with Dak Prescott. We're talking about helping out Guyton and BB and stuff on the offensive line. Now, Dak does a lot of things to help his offensive line out. A lot of people, get lost. They say, we need to put a tight end or chip or whatever. But Dak does a lot of things like getting rid of the ball and doing certain things, sliding and things like this here. Dak helps out his offensive line. He did it last year. Yeah. And about Terrence Steele, I don't think Terrence Steele forgot how to play. I think Terrence Steele just got hurt, and I'm looking for him to be a lot better because
me too.
we saw the progress of Terrence Steele. I don't think he forgot how to play. I really don't think he forgot how to play. I just think he's going to be better physically this year. So I'm looking for Terrence Steele to be the Terrence Steele that we know. You understand what I'm saying? I'm optimistic about this whole year, man. I don't care about the contract stuff, all of that stuff.
Let's get that out the way.
I believe in the players that we have. I believe in the coaches that we have. And until they make me think different, I'm all in on these Cowboys this year. I'm looking forward to the games. I'm looking forward to going back and forth with you. I'm looking forward to all of this stuff, man. I'm loving it. I love you, man. Today, let's get at it this Sunday. How about them Cowboys?
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, he keeps saying that, man. I'm gonna make that a drop, man. Man, y'all got to stop disrespecting Kevontae Turpin now. Come on, man. I like Worthy. Hook 'em, Hook 'em Longhorns and everything. But, man, come on, man. Y'all got to stop disrespecting Turp like that, Like I said, man, we seen the dude got the speed. He got the speed. He can take top. Look, he dusted that dude, man. He couldn't catch him. The only person that slowed down Kevontae Turpin in this game was the coach that's holding the clipboard or whoever was calling the damn plays. They didn't even go back to him, This play right here, that play right there, I'll do that play at least once a game. I'll say, look, at least once a quarter. Bump that. I do it once a quarter. He's a 4.2 guy, y'all. He no 4.4 speed. It's 4.2. He runs 4.2. So look, all I'm saying is, let Turpin get busy, man. And don't worry about it. If he get hurt, he get hurt. That's if you get hurt, you get hurt. I know you tiny, you small, and all of that, man. But hey, if you get hurt, you get hurt. That's why you play the game. We worry about that down the stretch, man. That's why we gonna bring in somebody else. I would do that damn end around. He averaged 8.5 yards per end around. I do it. Shoot, if I'm slow, if the Cowboys start off this game versus the Browns ultra slow, and if they don't put that ball and Kevontae Turpin on the end around just to get people loose a little bit, they're nervous first game, man. Put them on the end around and tell them, hey, when you get out there, eat all you can. But get your ass out of bounds. That's what we're gonna tell him. He ain't nothing but he literally about 180. He's about 150 pounds, give or take, man. When you see him in real life, just tell him get out of bounds. Don't try to lower your shoulder. Don't try to cut back inside. Get out of bounds. Get your money and pack it up and move. Emmett did it his whole entire career. Emmett would get them 15 yards. He had extra 30 yards he can get, but he will stiff arm a person and still get out of bounds. Yeah. So do what you got to do, man. I got from the 214 my dog Darius. You live.
Well, I just kind of want to clarify something that I called in to speak to you about. I think maybe a couple of days or so ago. First of all, I wanted to say I have zero expectations for this season because, we still have Mike McCarthy as the head coach. So I know you was kind of upset because you was like, we still got a game. We about to play the Browns. We talking about, we need to talk about Dak Prescott. He's on the team this season. So I get that, but I wanted to clarify. I have zero expectations for this season. The same way you feel about Dave Campo, I feel the same way about Mike McCarthy. I'm not gonna go down that path. So he just has to prove it to me. I don't got no expectations until we make it to the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
If we make it to the NFC Championship, then I have expectations. But as far as anything else, me coming on here talking boldly and all that, no, I don't believe in Mike McCarthy. So
so you the this year you'll be like Brandon, right? Brandon was like, hey man, I get what all y'all saying with Dak Prescott, but I'm waiting for the playoffs.
I don't want to say I'm necessarily waiting. It's just I just don't have no expectations. I have no expectations.
But for the playoffs, right? So when we get to the playoffs,
not even the play. I just don't have no expectations. I'm just watching the game. That's all I'm doing. I'm just watching the game. I'm not getting excited. None of that. I'm just watching the game, and I'm just waiting it out till Mike McCarthy, play his little contract out so we can get a real head coach. So that's what I'm waiting on.
So if we score a touchdown, you're gonna be like, yeah. Do it again.
No, I'm gonna be okay. So let me clarify that.
Clarify.
Yeah. Whatever we do, I'm excited for it. But what I'm saying is, I don't have expectations. You know how you got expectations to go 12-5 and to go to the playoffs and do something in the playoffs. I don't have expectations. I'm just taking it as it comes. However it come, it come. I'm happy about it, but I don't have no expectations. I'm just waiting for Mike McCarthy to play his contract out so we can get a real head coach. So I have expectations.
Shit. Well, all right, man. Well, I'm gonna ask you just like I ask people before I let you go. Who do you want? Just like I ask with Dak. Just like I ask with people Dak. But no, I'm just asking you. Like, shoot, you got your expectation is for Mike McCarthy to continue to do what he previously did. That's what I'm hearing, right?
But I'm mad. I said that. I was trying to say that right. I was trying to say that right quick so I can get to my point. But what's
your point? What's your point? Bump it. What's your point though? What's your point?
The point was, I'm not okay. So I was saying you either have to pay Dak or you got to pay a price.
Right.
If you don't pay Dak, you're going to have to. You don't have to suck enough to draft up. You're going to have to draft up if you don't pay Dak. So I understand. And then the rebuttal to that is the Cowboys don't draft up.
They don't.
So if you don't want to go to if you don't want to get into quarterback hell or quarterback purgatory, you have to draft up. You can't have it both ways. You can't not pay Dak and then let him go, and then just stick to your draft strategy. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like you're going to have to either pay Dak or pay the price. So you can get rid of that. So if they don't pay Dak, and we still ain't addressed these people that said, oh, what they gonna do is they gonna pay Dak on Thursday. They gonna pay him on Thursday when all the hoopla, and they gonna make he trying to win headlines and all that shit. That didn't happen.
They keep doing it because that's what they said. Look, I'm gonna read again what Stephen Jones just said on 105. He says, if a contract is announced with Dak Prescott, it's possible in the next couple of days, right? So that's the damn Cowboys still dragging us on. It's possible, in the next couple of days. I hope it's a possibility we continue to have productive visits and talks. So that's all on the Cowboys with this. Look, either they want them or they don't. But we all know that they already still entertaining it, right? So at some point in time, get this damn deal done so we can stop having this conversation. So we supposed to, all 53 guys and all of the coaching staff should be focused in on beating the Browns, but somebody still focused in on Dak Prescott contract, So that's where I'm,
That was the main point that I was trying to say. You don't got to suck enough. You don't got to suck enough. You can draft up if they don't pay him. If you don't want to get in a quarterback purgatory, you're going to have to draft up. and
No
get
doubt.
a bona fide quarterback.
Appreciate you, Darius, man. Thank you for calling in, though. It's a good call from him, though. You know, I just we do this to ourselves, man, and the Cowboys do this to themselves. You know. All right, so let me get with JP and then John from the 971. You're live. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. Thank you. All right, so that's JP, man. Last time I talked to him, he called me Loster. But John from the 951 Riverside, what's good? What you got?
Long time no hear, my brother. How you doing?
Hey, man, all is well, man. Can't complain, Chief.
And I've been watching you, man. I've been listening to you too.
I appreciate you, man. I like that.
It seems like you singing that same old song, huh?
Hey, man, you know, hey, I've been singing this song for over 28 years, man. I've been singing the same song, man, for over 28 years.
You ain't found a new hobby yet when it comes to singing, man? You ain't found a new song yet?
No, man, that's the song that hit, you know?
Oh, man. Look, man, that song that you singing is going to come with the same results since 2016.
Since 2016? Okay.
This song that you've been singing, it ain't made the top of the boards yet. It ain't did nothing for you. It ain't got you no Grammy.
Yeah.
It ain't got you no awards.
Man, you just beat my song up, man. You doing me bad.
That song done kick my behind since 2016. I believe I'm more damaged than you, man. You got to think about your fans, man, and how we feel, man. We hurt too.
Yeah,
we
but
hurt too, man.
I think that shoot, Grandma and them was like, you know, it's the end of the world. It's the end times. Y'all generation is so bad, and now shoot, she was wrong. She was wrong, right? Because this new generation is just as bad. So no, see, sometimes people can have their thoughts about something, and it can be just as bad, or it not even the situation, right? So all we got to do is keep the faith, man. You know, we just got to keep fighting, man. That's all we got to do. Keep fighting.
Oh yeah.
She was wrong. See, everybody said Grandma and them was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing. You can't. But you can't. What we fail to realize is that we can't really put our faith in men.
Right.
Man is gonna fail you every time.
Every time.
And what I realized, the number one man that the Cowboys nation they keep putting their faith in, year in year out, is number 4.
Okay.
And then now we got this whole year ahead of us.
Okay.
And these are the questions that I have for you.
Break it down.
We look at last year and we look at this year. Have we got better or have we got worse?
Man, we're better.
We're better?
We're better than what we were last year.
How?
Look, you see this offensive line? If you had a choice, if you going to fight somebody, and you had Tyler Biotis or Cooper Beebe, who you picking?
Lord, you
know I got you. I got you. No, I don't care. I don't have to go see a game. I know for sure Cooper Beebe is going to knock somebody out versus Tyler Bigger Dish. You know, I don't have to worry about that. I know that we are better in that spot.
Before he even show you anything, you done gave this man all this credit, and he hasn't played one NFL snap yet.
Well, that's why we call analysis and observations, because we look at it. We see it. You know for sure. You don't have to see multiple. Do you have to see multiple tapes of C.J. Stroud before he made it to the league that he's going to be good?
No.
Yeah, so you already knew C.J. Stroud was going to be a good quarterback. So it's the same thing, you know.
but I've seen a lot of quarterbacks that have been good in college and then transferred from college to the NFL.
Right.
So
that's true.
I have our
that's true. That's true.
I have our releases right here. We've released Dorrance Armstrong, Tyler Biotis,
All right. And who we crying over? Dorrance Armstrong, Deontay Fowler.
I'm just getting started.
Go ahead.
We still got we still got Jonathan Hankins. We got Stephon Gilmore. We got
you do know that from a stat wise, Jordan Phillips in the last 3 years leaps heads and shoulders over Jonathan Hankins, and they even played through different spots though, but he's still been doing a better job than Jonathan Hankins in the last 3 years.
And so if let's just do it
and hold on, do you think that Marquise Bell playing at linebacker is better than Eric Kendricks? Yes or no?
That's yet to be unseen.
Oh, get more sugar. Don't you think Marquise Bell playing at linebacker has a better potential than Eric Kendricks?
Hey, I know football, and I'm going to tell you the truth right now. The first time I even heard about Eric Kendricks was this last year. He's kind of like another Anthony Barr.
Bull sugar. Oh, my gosh.
Come on, Law. You didn't know about this guy.
Come on. What?
On, you did not know about no Eric Kendricks, man. Come on now.
Everybody in the chat knows about Eric Kendricks, bro.
Now.
Oh, no, man. Come on, man.
When has he led in any linebacker statistic, any major linebacker statistics? When has he ever led in any of them?
Who's top 3 linebackers? Who top 3 linebackers right now?
Okay, I would say Roquan Smith.
What position he play? Is he Mike or he's Sam or Will?
I believe he's Mike.
Okay, and give me another
one. Fred Warner.
Mike, Sam, or Will?
Man, I ain't no defense coordinator.
Well, damn, man. This is the mute part of a conversation, John. Come on, man.
Come on, Lord.
You're killing me, man. You're killing me, John. Oh, man.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
I know enough.
You know enough.
Yeah, I know enough. Hey, Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, and I would say just based off of tackles last year, I would give it to Bobby Wagner. He had the most tackles last year.
So
give me your top 3.
Hey, my time has escaped from right here, but I'm gonna tell you though, John, it's been lovely talking to you, bro. I haven't got your score prediction. I haven't got your score prediction for this game. Can you lay it out for me, man, for this game? Dallas Cowboys versus Cleveland. We going to Cleveland. What's your score?
I believe that Cleveland will probably win this game, and I'm gonna give it 24-17 Cleveland.
24-17. I got 24-13. So somebody's gonna score 24.
Who you got winning?
Cowboys.
And who? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Cowboys.
You think Dallas can? You think that can handle this type of defense?
Do you think Deshaun Watson can handle this type of defense? Yeah, I put it back on you. That can handle this type of defense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Better than Green Bay's?
This defense better? No, this defense is not better than Green Bay. It's not better than Green Bay.
Oh, Lord.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. But you know the defense. You know the defense is better than Green Bay. But what I'm saying is collectively, Dak Prescott is not just for him. We got run games, and we should run to open up the pass. You should run to open up the pass. Yep.
And one more question before I go. You pro extending Dak, or you pro moving on after this season if things don't go well?
A bird in your hand is better than 2 in the bush. That's my thoughts. Yeah. So, God bless me, man. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you, John. That's my guy, Riverside, man, from the 951. Boy, I can't wait to rewind. We're going to chop that one up, man, and get things going.
Goodbye.
I would say this, though. Ladies and gentlemen, when we ask you guys, who else do you want outside of Dak Prescott? It's very quiet. It's very much so quiet. It's better to have than to have not. And granted, this is not just even when you think about everything. everybody that have any notion of the betterment of this team all legit said, hey, it's better to keep him versus going into the unknown, the dark. If Dak Prescott didn't have the trade clause in his contract, then we could be moving around like, hey, we putting this man on the trading blocks and we're going to see what we can get in return. But nobody operates of this particular notion that you get nothing back in return and still be satisfied of getting rid of something. Nah, come on. You're going to have to get something back in return. It's the overall collectives. When I watched the Cowboys win in the 92, 93, 95, it wasn't hanging all on hopes of 8. It was 8, 88, 22, 48, 75, 94, etc. Quit playing, Jerry. Sign 4. And that's what everybody knows. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Yeah. But what people try to do is put it like this. Who won last night? Ravens or the Chiefs? Who won last night? The Ravens or the Chiefs? Put down in the chat who won. And by how many points? I need to know before we get on up out of here. The Chiefs by an inch. Do they win that game without Chris Jones? Do they win that game without Chris Jones? That forced that fumble. Short field. Do they win that game without the ability to create that turnover? Chris Jones is going to be a footnote 3 weeks from now. The win goes to the quarterback. The win goes to the quarterback. I'm not saying that Pat Mahomes not him. He's Himothy, they, them, all of them. He's him, But it takes a team. The Ravens win that game just by that sure play alone. Defense is key. I've been banging on the table for a minute about defense. Yeah, so a lot of y'all said pro extended. Extend that, It's just crazy, man, how so many people will look at one thing and say, all right, cool. Even, you guys will give the benefit of the doubt, and he deservingly had that chance to have the benefit of the doubt. He's Pat Mahomes coming off of a Super Bowl. But let that be us, short field, and can't punch it in and only kick a field goal after that turnover. Y'all be like, get rid of him. Yeah. Chiefs got a good all-around team. Yeah. That defense was stifling. They utilized their weapons. Sanjay says that's why you don't sleep on Tyrus Wheat. Mississippi State produced the best D-line in the nation. Yeah. Hell State, baby. Chris Jones is the defense, yeah. Having a better up front allows your linebackers to rally, chase, and hit. And I'm not taking nothing away from John Riverside. To think that Marquise Bell at 205 is equivalent to Eric Kendricks. Not to take that away. And still wait and see. But just from the philosophy aspect of the defense in general, we got right guys playing the right places. You can't take a safety and keep him inside as the linebacker. 2 or 3 plays, yes. But not 60 plays. Well, verily, verily, I say unto you, they are without Jederick Willis. They are Questionable with Jordan Hicks. Questionable with Dalvin Thomason. Questionable with Quentin Jefferson. We're a little bit healthier than they are, but that don't mean anything. This should be feast or famine. The feast should be us eating. Like I said, the lion doesn't ask the gazelle, may I have a piece of that ass? No! The lion walks boldly with his mindset to take what he can eat. A lion, even when the elephant is roaming the land, if he's hungry enough, he will still have the tenacity to still charge at that elephant or that hippo. Technically, in the Serengeti and beyond, the hippos kill more than the lion. But you still got to have that mindset. Derek says, while you're 100% right, I believe we are much better on offense and defense. Our lineback and core is better. Yeah, the core is better. We got to get this win, Derek. Yeah, we do. Shout out to you, Ice Cold. Appreciate you. My boy said hippos are also vegetarians. True story. I love watching the Animal Planet. There was a gazelle who was running from the lion. And so it decided to hop in the waters where the hippos was at. Although the hippos are vegetarians, they're territorians. They don't like their ecosystem polluted with those who brings distraction to them. So the hippo swam towards the gazelle and he bit him in half and slung him out of the pool. And the lions take part of the gazelle. So what I'm trying to say here is we still need to attack. Even when they run away, we still need to be on guard. Even when they try to hide, we still need to pursue. Even when the odds are not even in our favor. You never know. You never know when the opportunity will be at your feet. So stand tall or not at all, Cowboy Nation. And on my way out, I say the same thing. Just like John said, hey, you've been singing this same song for all of these years. But I tell you, and I tell everyone that's listening, this is just a rehearsal. Because when I get to heaven, I really gonna sing. And there's people who've been waiting and waiting for the grand creator to come back. And it's been over 2,000 years. And they still keep the faith. I want to know if you can be around and still wait for over 2,000 years. Will you still turn your back? Will you still look over and say it's been too long? Or will you stay rooted in? Because that's the message of the day. And write this down. And if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad, that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of God for it, if you will simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, and sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold or poverty or the fame or the finish or the sickness of the body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, even waiting for 30 years, I'm still here representing the silver and blue. Even waiting for 40 years, I'm still waiting for the silver and blue with the star on the side of the helmet. It could be 50 years. I will be singing the song, ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around. Come on, baby, I ain't going nowhere. Now, there are some who's getting tired of being in the spot that they are in. And there are some who's willing to turn their back on this team and willing to walk away on this team and willing to root for another team. But I'm going to tell y'all, Law Nation over here, it could be 2,000 years. You would never find another Law Nation too, by the way. It could be 2,000 years. And I'll still be singing, how about them Cowboys? Let's go, baby. Because my conditions with this team is not tied if they win. It's not tied if they lose. It's not tied to the fact that, hey, it's been so many years. The beat of my heart is crying. Dallas Cowboys. Come on, baby. Somebody said it could be another 3,000 years. You'll never find another Jerry. Jerry and Al Davis the same person by now, so let's go, baby. Oh my God, let me roll the credits, baby. Yeah. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Al Davis, are you Jerry? Jerry, are you Al Davis? They both got 3 rings. Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all. If we offended anyone, charge it to my head, not my heart. Appreciate my bookies for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check out the information in the description box. My bookies. Come on. They gonna match up to $1,000, man. That thou wow on you. So come on. Matter of fact, let's get on up out of here. Call it too legit. Come on with it, baby. All right, so this video is brought to you by my bookies. Bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. 100% match up to $1,000. That's that thou wow. You know what I mean? Plus $10 casino chips. Now, when you use promo code LawNation, we are also going to be able to double your earnings with that. So be sure and be mindful to use promo code LawNation. On top of that, loyalty pays really well over here. They got a loyalty program with my bookies, whereas the longer you in with us, the higher you grab your tiers. It's like this: the more you play, the more you win. So that's a win-win deal with my bookies. Keep in mind, when you're all around my bookies, just use promo code LawNation and we'll take real good care of you, because this is the most wonderful time of the year. Football season. Let's get it.
Let's go, man! Let's go! We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time?
Monte! Trey, I got your email too. Yeah.
Let's go, birds fly, Eagles fly. Still Super Bowl chance for now.
Let's get on up out of here, man. One love, peace, and DC for life, man. Kleenex Monte. Let's get it.